Look at your little sweetie pie Stash. He is amazing. Every night we do the Who's the Boss exercise. Every night I touch him everywhere. Every night I start at the top of his head. Well, sometimes I start with his legs, but start at the top of his head. I go on his face. I can feel every part of him. I go in his mouth. Whoop, look at that. So easy. He does not chew on me. I go underneath on his neck. I go in his ears. Go over to the other ear. He's such a good boy. You just want to feel everywhere. I check under his neck, his chest, his armpits, his sweet little elbow. I go to his wrist. I check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toes. Then I go to the other arm and I check his armpit and I check his elbow, go up his arm and his wrist, and I check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toes. Then I go down, check his belly. His belly's all good. I go to his back legs, and I check his hips, and I go along his leg, and I'm very careful to not go any way that his leg wouldn't go. I check his knees gently. I don't pull him. If he doesn't move his leg with me, I give him a minute. Move his leg, then I move his little ankle. Oh, and his, look at that. Happy working tail. And then I check every toe. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 on the back feet. And I check the pads of his feet. Then I go over to this foot. And I check his tummy. And I check his thigh. And I gently move his knee to make sure it doesn't hurt. Then his wrist, his ankle. I go up his foot and I check 1, 2, 3, 4 toesies. Then I check his tail, the whole length of it, and then I turn him over. I was brushing him, and I check his hips. I check this side of him. Feel his hips, feel up his back. Oh, that feels so good. I feel his ribs on both sides. I go to up the back of his neck. He does have a collar on. I'm going to actually loosen it because he is getting bigger. Here we go. It's still the puppy breakaway collar. It's like a cat collar. In an emergency, it would, if it got caught on something, it would come off. So I'm going to send home a collar. I usually send home a collar. And let's see. I know you're such a good boy. And then when you put a collar on, you probably know this. You want to be able to fit at least 1 finger in, not more than 2, because you certainly don't want it to slip off his head or over his head. There we go. And I'll show it to you in just a second. There we go. Let's move this up. So you should be able to take your finger and put it through. That's how it should fit. A collar should never be able to go over a dog's head. And that way your puppy can't slip out. And that's it. This is Stash, and he just did his nightly Who's the Boss exercise. We are expecting horrible, bitter cold over the next couple days. So we're probably not going to do a field trip, which is fine. He's been in the car. He's driven fine. I just didn't do a video of it. And there he is. Lovely. Absolutely lovely puppy.